Hello and welcome to another Friday football forecast. As usual, it's the entire KVUE sports team here with you, ready to take a look ahead to the upcoming Texas football game. She's Ann Parker Coleman. He's Corey Mose. I'm Jeff Jones. Texas is going to line up against Vanderbilt Saturday afternoon. It's time to talk all things bounce back. At least that's what the Longhorns and their fans are hoping for. And Parker, if UT is going to bounce back from this one, I know they want to break an unsettling recent trend, and that's the slow starts that we've seen in the past three games.
Yeah, Jeff, they want to bounce back and they want to bounce back fast. And that means starting fast. They have not done that the past couple games. They have not scored until the second quarter in their past three games. And, main factor for that has been turnovers. We saw that pick off of Quinn Ewers in the first drive against Oklahoma. Obviously, that came up a lot against Georgia as well, too. But that's going to be highlighted against this Vanderbilt team because the thing that they do really well is possess the ball. They beat Alabama in large part because they possessed the ball for 42 minutes. Alabama only had the ball in their hands for 17 minutes of that game. So that means when you have the ball, you got to capitalize, okay? The last thing you want to do is get into a situation where you're going into the locker room in a close game, or even worse yet, you're trailing, because they're not going to give you much time to course correct in the way that some of those earlier games like Oklahoma or even Mississippi State is going to let you do.
A slow start would be unacceptable. Corey, there is at least one star player that we don't think we'll see on the field this week, and that's Isaiah Bond, maybe UT's best receiver so far. So someone has to step up if he is indeed absent, and you say that you think you know who's going to fill that role.
Yeah, and it's a guy that you talked about plays and being able to take advantage of those plays every time UT gets the ball. This guy takes advantage of his plays every time he touches the ball. Ryan Wingo, true freshman. He's been able to show a lot of bright spots within the time period here at UT. And heck, if you average every time he touches the ball, he averages 21 yards every time he does get the ball in his hand. So 2 first downs every time he's able to get a catch or get a run. And so with Bond being out, is then assumed that Ryan Wingo will be the starter in his position on Saturday. And I just think it's cool, right? Because we've seen around the nation how true freshmen have stepped up, like a Ryan Williams in Alabama, like a Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, even a Cam Coleman at Auburn. You've seen true freshmen make splash plays and honestly be an X factor for their teams. And so I'm excited to see Ryan Wingo get his first opportunity to be a real X factor in this offense and not just one of the guys in the depth chart.
21 yards per touch. Not only that, 2 first downs, like you said, Corey, in a game where you're not going to possess the ball as often as possible, field position is critical. 21 yards, that completely changes the field position, even if that drive doesn't end in the end zone. Guys, both of y'all bring up great points, and I think points that are going to give Longhorns fans some optimism if they play out how we think they will. So let me hear your score predictions. Corey, who's going to win this one, and what's the score going to be?
Yeah, I'm really not that confident right now in this offense. I mean, look at the last 2 weeks, ever since Quinn Ewers has been back. They just haven't looked good, if we're being honest. Let's be real with ourselves. Quinn hadn't looked great. You would hope that this will be a game that Quinn can get right at, but I just don't see it. And so I say, yeah, 20-6, Texas does win, but it's not going to be the blowout that everyone's hoping it to be.
You're watching me right now. I'm actually calling the police on you, Corey, because you stole from me. You stole my prediction. 20-6 was going to be mine, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to brainstorm maybe another one, a field goal
Hey,
here or
man,
there,
think
while
alike,
Ann
bro.
Parker goes ahead and tells us her score prediction.
You guys, we're all on the same wavelength. That's why we are a team, because I was going to say 21-7.
All right. So, like I said, I came into this thinking 20-6, but I'm no copycat. So, what I'm going to do is tweak things a little bit. Let's go 27-3. I think the defense put the clamps on and holds Vanderbilt to only one field goal. And then I think late in the fourth, Texas adds another touchdown, maybe when the backups are in, and 27-3 is the final score of this game.